offense up for success the best?
Yeah, let's go.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Jabal Sheard. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Now Ben on 3rd and long, eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brock. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one.
And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Will Fuller, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Magna Leeds have taken the early lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Space to maneuver at the 40, and all the way out to the 45-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
15 yards there on the catch and run.
Look, we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense he faced was prepared for him and was kicking coverages in his direction.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Let's go, let's go.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger flushed out right. Pass incomplete. 6-time Pro Bowler Randy Moss, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. Dancing to his left. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Now a play fake here on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this 1st quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Here's McNabb. Flush to his right. He gets it to Brown. Complete. So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Dontari Poe in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Buying time to his left. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A good pickup there at 22.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it in without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he checks this one down to Williams. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got it. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal.
Flex round! Flex round!
McNabb. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Antonio Brown from 3 yards out. And the Madden Elites, they extend their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit from the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here. If the under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Demario Davis. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Allen on to punt as he gets this one away. Now Brown. Spinning again. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good start. I'm up 1st and 10. Now it's McNabb. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Finding room inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the route.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. On 2nd down, Freeman. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going deep for and this is caught inside the 5. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. To throw, Vick. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Tim Brown, 40 yards. And the Eagles are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. To throw, McNabb. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. They go play action. It's McNabb, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a second down. A play fake. Now McNabb. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Stork, Hall of Famer Ted Hendricks, coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Back now at Soldier Field as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. To throw on 2nd, McNabb. And a pressure gets to him again. Lawrence Taylor in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now McNabb. It's a screen to Ricky Williams. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Roethlisberger will throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. And they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one 28 yards on the ground.
When big runs occur, sometimes there's a sense that things were pretty easy, and that one carried them down inside the 10. But getting into the end zone now, that won't be easy at all because you're going to face different defenses and not as much real estate to work with. Will they be able to run it, or will they have to throw it in order to try and score?
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. And Butker able to put this one through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Madden Elites heading back onto the field. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
McNabb to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a second down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. On second down, Williams. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. Oh, no, he lost the football. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Over the middle, he's got Tim Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Demario Davis in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the 4th. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Madden Elites offense trotting out again. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Second down, McNabb flushed out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. John Randall able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards. From the gun, here's McNabb, escaping the pressure right. He's got a man, it's Williams. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's complete to Brown, right side. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Now a carry for the fullback. This is Tommy Bahama fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And the question now, can they get closer on third down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters an run fits and leaves creases like